And what's up, everybody? I'm back with another video game review. Today we are doing another licensed GBA game, Danny Phantom, the Ultimate Enemy. And, oh boy, this is a game, isn't it? This is another, thing where it's just another licensed game, but I do have some thoughts on it, and we'll get to that in a minute. But first, thank you to Jeffofthemellows for letting me borrow this game and giving me the chance to play it, as always. And I did not play this on an actual GBA, I played it on a DS Lite backwards compatibility for GBA games, just so you know. So let's jump right into the review, shall we? First off, I want to say a disclaimer. Never watched Danny Phantom. Never watched a minute of Danny Phantom in my life. However, I know what Danny Phantom is. Like, I've heard of it before. Just don't know anything from the show. So any little Easter eggs or references that there may have been, I either didn't understand them or I didn't even notice them at all. So there might be some elements that other people might talk about if they had watched the show that I'm not going to bring up or talk about. Oh, that was funny. Dan Phantom. That was pretty funny. That was pretty funny. I like that. And this is a fighting game all throughout. You just go and beat the ever-living hell out of enemies. It just really reminded me of Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat or games like that where it's a 2D game and you're going along a platform and just beating the shit out of enemies. In this game, you're beating up literal freaking ghosts. This guy is so powerful that he can punch things that don't even exist. Normal people, they would just be punching the air like this. This guy's bam, 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 just punching out enemies there's physical ghosts there. To me, though, they looked more like gelatin globs, because they turn into puddles and stuff when they die. So are they really ghosts or not? Not my discretion to make. But that was, yeah. Also, why is the B the attack button? Don't you remember my saying A to attack, B to go back? Do you not remember that? Jesus. Come on, people. You know better than that. Now, there is a lot of combat in this game, and to be honest, it's pretty fun. Again, one thing I really don't like is that he doesn't turn around well, and so he's facing one simple direction. You have to, he won't just turn around if there's no enemies in front of him anymore. They're all behind him. You got to do that manually. Sometimes you might take damage there, but I really didn't see myself taking that much damage otherwise. So that was pretty cool. But if you were thinking that there's more to this game than just combat, well, you'd be wrong. It's all combat. Yay! Not really yay. The levels are incredibly short. You just go into two separate areas in the level, beat the ever-living hell out of everything that's there, wait for the signal to go, and just go to the end of the level, and you're done. Why? Why? It just doesn't make any sense why. That's just so... That just feels how cheap this game was to me. All you had to do was buy the licensing rights, add in ghosts, make them kick the shit out of ghosts, sell the game. And it doesn't... Why? And the comments, like I said, it's fun, but it's the same kind of ghosts with maybe a couple unique ones introduced here and there. Same style, same everything. It never changes. This game is so short. It takes an hour to beat, maybe a little longer if you're taking your time. It doesn't doesn't make a lot of sense to me. And really, this is a short review because it's a short game, but I couldn't really think of anything else to even say about the game. I mean, the graphics look fine, but it doesn't need to look fine because there's no reason for them to look fine. There's a story, but it's not that great. It's pretty obvious that this game appeals to more Danny Phantom fans more so than not. And I'm not a Danny Phantom fan. I've never seen it in my life, like I said. So to me, it just really feels like another game that's a licensed cash grab. I've played a lot of those. It's the first time I've played a Danny Phantom version of one. But it's really just the same thing. Though, saying that can take a little mercy, this game is still pretty fun to play. It didn't feel terrible, but, was expecting a little more. So, or was I expecting a little more? I don't know. There's millions of these games out there, and I should probably just accept that at this point. But also be glad that we're kind of done with that era. So, thanks to app games. So, anyways, though, that's going to do it for this review of Danny Phantom, The Ultimate Enemy. My final score for the game, probably a 6 out of 10. It's got the combat, literally nothing else. So, there you go. But maybe Danny Phantom fans would give it a little higher of a score than I did. Maybe Mortal Kombat fans would too. Never played Mortal Kombat. Well, no, that's not true. Have played Mortal Kombat, just not a lot, but I have. Anyways, though, if you've ever played this game, I'd love to know your thoughts about it in the comment section down below. So that's going to do it for this game review and this video. So stay tuned for much more amazing content, including more game reviews and other awesome stuff. And until next time, see you guys later. Goodbye.